This video is sponsored by AliExpress.
Hey, what is good people? Ben from Lover of Tech, and we are back for another video, and this time is of an unboxing. Not just any unboxing, but we do have a unique and rare product, the OnePlus 9RT. And this one is a big thank you to AliExpress, who not only supply this handset, but they are sponsoring this video and pretty much giving me an opportunity to get hold of a rare product that just, for some reason, isn't available in the UK. But let's not waste much time. We're going to talk about AliExpress a bit more later in the video. Let's get to unboxing and doing an initial impressions on the OnePlus 9RT. Interesting. So yes, this is the infamous OnePlus 9RT, the T model phone that we weren't expecting, but we got, but isn't necessarily available everywhere. So yeah, it comes in this classic OnePlus box, which kind of, mimics a wine bottle. Really, really nice. This is the OnePlus 9RT. So you've got the OnePlus 9RT, big black letters. You've got the OnePlus 9RT on the side with the 5G. This is the China model, but it does have Google services loaded. I made sure that that's what is sent over. And this one is dual SIM. It's the OnePlus 9RT, 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. And you've got the 2 physical SIMs as well. So yeah, this one I'm really, really excited for. And you've got OnePlus, and you've got the OnePlus logo here. Yeah, this is the OnePlus 9RT. Now, OnePlus have been doing T-series phones since the OnePlus 3T. Then from the channel, I've reviewed the OnePlus 5T, as well as the 6T and the 7T, as well as the 8T. I think the only one I probably missed was the OnePlus 7T Pro. But yeah, let's get to unboxing. I've already started because I'm excited. Right, cool. Ooh. And we're gonna do an initial impressions on this. This one is stuck. Let's get it, haha. Okay, so what do we get here? We get the standard booklets. But in terms of languaging, it might be a bit of a restriction. You've got the never settle OnePlus 9RT stickers right there. Interesting. Don't know if I would use that, but yes, we do have booklets here in Mandarin, or a form of Chinese dialect. I'm guessing it is Mandarin. Not gonna understand it, but you know what? That's not the main issue here. So we've got a SIM ejector tray here and pretty much all the necessary details. So shout out to my guys that can actually translate in Mandarin. Please let me know what it says. We're gonna put this to the side. Don't want to make the unboxing too long. So here is the OnePlus 9RT. Okay, here we are, bang. And then this is one thing I always appreciate when they give you a case. Such a good look, such a good look. So this is the case that comes with it as well. Really, really good bonus points right there. And then you've got the USB-C to USB-A cord, much thicker than usual because it does need to support the high ampage that comes through, because it does indeed support 65 watt warp charge, which with the 4,500 milliamp hour battery, it should charge it to 100% from near enough 1% or dead in 29 minutes, 30 minutes. Cool, impressive, love this. And it comes included in a box. So thank you OnePlus when it comes to the OnePlus 9RT and what comes in the box. So let's put this to the side. Let's put that to the side. And let's bring this center. Wow, okay, OnePlus 9RT. And this is, okay, let me get up. And let's wipe this down a little bit because, yep, it does get a bit fingerprinty. Let's see, yes, you do have a pre-applied screen protector on there. Let's take this off. Let's take this off. Okay, so we've got a glossy finish there. I think this is like a cyan blue color, if I'm not mistaken. And you've got the 50 megapixel IMX 766 sensor. This is the improvement over the OnePlus 9R. And it's a 50 megapixel sensor. And what's great about it is the fact that it's an f1.8 aperture. It is a 24mm wide, and it's a 1/1.56 inch sensor with a 1.0 micron pixel size. But again, it does pixel bin and it does have OIS compared to the OnePlus 9. This is the upgrade from the IMX586 sensor, which is the 48 megapixel sensor on the OnePlus 9R. That's the real upgrade here. And the fact that you get the Snapdragon 888 inside, you do get the slightly bigger screen size at 6.62 inches compared to the 6.55 of the OnePlus 9R. And obviously you've got the 8 gig as well as the 12 gig option. And what's great is their button placements. Really love OnePlus's button placements. You've got the alert slider here. Pretty much the only Android manufacturer that does this. Really appreciate that, the power button. And then directly adjacent, you've got the volume rocker. Not separate buttons, but volume rocker. Really great button placement. You've got the SIM card ejector here, SIM card tray here for the dual SIM, USB-C port, as well as obviously the speaker grill at the top, and it should be a dual speaker at the top as well. Then you've got the single 16 megapixel selfie on the top left for the hole punch, which does do 1080p video. And then you've got the 4K video supported at the back, but we are going to test it when we do the full review. But this is going to be initial unboxing and impressions. But before we actually power it on and we go into the main screen of the phone, we've just got to give a big thank you to AliExpress, who not only supplied the OnePlus 9RT for testing and review, and also for this unboxing and impressions video, but also for sponsoring this video as well, which is really great to kind of have their support for reasons as such as this, because I heavily review smartphones in the channel. So pretty much gonna give you a breakdown and tell you a bit more about AliExpress. Now, AliExpress is an online e-commerce retail service, which is part of the Alibaba group, which launched back in 2010. So they've been around for just over a decade now. AliExpress offers great value with competitive prices on over 100 million items. They ship worldwide to over 200 countries and regions globally, with 12 languages available on their website when browsing and shopping. Safe payment with the world's most popular and secure payment methods, backed with buyer's protection. And also around-the-clock assistance for a smooth shopping experience, and even access to an iOS and Android app for even smoother and easier shopping on the go. Now, what's great about AliExpress for me is not just the variety of items and products they sell, from women's and men's fashion to tech products, but the fact that you can get hold of unique and rare products that just might not be available in your country or region. Take this OnePlus 9RT they supplied. As I'm based in the UK, since the OnePlus 3T, OnePlus have always released the T-Series model and made it available in the UK since its birth and inception. Heck, I even reviewed and fully tested the OnePlus 8T on my channel last year. In come AliExpress with their availability and their ability to stock products like the OnePlus 9RT, and also their ability to ship globally. I would not have the chance to do this unboxing and impressions video for you, meaning the trend of reviewing all the T-Series products from OnePlus on my channel would have pretty much come to an end. Plus, if you're someone like me who has always wanted an iPhone with 2 proper physical nano SIMs, then AliExpress is pretty much one of only few places you can purchase from, and they will ship to you globally. Check the link in the description below to start shopping at AliExpress for all the unique and rare and well-priced products and items you want to get hold of. And a big thank you to AliExpress for sponsoring this video. And now back to the unboxing and impressions of the OnePlus 9RT. Now we are back to the impressions. Now I've done a quick setup of the OnePlus 9RT, and again, this is the China model that they sent over, but it does have the Google Play services on there. But you know, we're gonna just give it a bit of the body shot treatment from the top down, and this is the blue color. It does come in a glossy finish. I would have preferred a matte finish, but I think the matte finish comes in a black color. So I'm a big fan of matte. And again, there is a case, but a matte finish would have been nice across the board. I do like the chamfered side of the camera frame itself, and then the matte frosted finish on the actual camera frame. You've got a 50 megapixel main sensor IMX766, and you've got a 16 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. Yeah, let's turn this bad boy on. Now, what we've done is that we've set up obviously the fingerprint sensor as well as the face unlock, which are both very quick. Now, the fingerprint sensor is slightly lower than what I would usually expect it to be, which is around here for more comfort, but it works really well. For an optical fingerprint sensor, OnePlus have been doing it well for a decent amount of time since the OnePlus 7 Pro when they first introduced it with their new haptic engine. Now, if we go to About Phone, we're gonna scroll down and we go to About Phone. So this is it here. So we've got 128GB model. This has got 8GB of RAM. And this is where you're seeing the differences compared to the OnePlus 9R. Haven't used the OnePlus 9R, but I've got the OnePlus 9RT now. From the Snapdragon 870, you are getting the 888. You've got 8GB of RAM and you've got starting 128GB of storage. It is Android 11 running Color OS, not Oxygen OS. Now, OnePlus is in a bit of a state of controversy right now. But yeah, because this is the China model, this is running Color OS 12 with Android 11. In terms of software update, not sure what the roadmap is going to be for Android 12, but we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, pretty much like I said, you do have a 1080p AMOLED display at 120 Hertz. So if we go into the display settings, you do have it here. I've turned the brightness, I've got dark mode on, and you've got the video and image sharpener and the video color enhancer, screen time, and you've got the high refresh rate here, right here. So it's 120 Hertz. I don't believe it's adaptive, so it's 120 Hertz as much as possible. What I've also done is I've put my local SIM card in here, which is EE, and it does pick up the 5G, which is great to see. That was something I was concerned about, but good props on the AliExpress with the 5G as well. Do you get it? And it pops up, which is great to see. Battery wise, you do have 4,500 milliamps, and it does support the 65 watt super warp charging. Obviously the warp charging there, advanced settings, optimized battery use we've got there, high performance mode, sleep standby optimization. Yeah, pretty much this is what we've got in terms of the battery capacity. What else? 1, 2. Yes, so the default Google apps. Now I've had to make some changes because when it comes to the home screen, it didn't come with the app drawer settings. So I've put the app drawer settings. It does come with the Google Play Store, which I've signed in, as you can see. I've downloaded Google, as well as obviously I've downloaded the AliExpress app, as I showcased from before. And I've downloaded YouTube. Now testing it, it does have dual speakers, which is great to see.
Ben from Lover of Tech, and we are back with another video, and this time again, it's another unboxing, and we finally have the iPhone 13 Pro
And it works
Max
great.
House. Better late than ever. But yep,
This is looking good. So if you block the bottom,
pretty much give you my
obviously the top is not as loud, but it is,
impressions.
which is great to see. This is what I love to see. So we've got dual speakers on here as
So
well.
yes, we do have the Apple iPhone.
So Google Services is working great on here. All you have to do is you have to individually download the Google apps that you need, but the Play Store is there, signs and no issues. I changed the keyboard to Gboard. The haptic feedback is great. Now, let's get into the camera. Again, this is the bigger difference. Again, from the OnePlus 9R, this is the IMX 766, which is up from the IMX 586. So it's 50 megapixels. You do have f1.8, as well as obviously you do have the larger sensor as well, which I believe is 1/1.56 inch sensor, and it's a 1.0 micron pixel size, and it does have optical image stabilization as well. Now, when you go into the settings here, you do have dual video, slow motion, time lapse, long exposure, movie, pro mode for expert for shooting your pictures, ID scanner. The 2 megapixel macro mode does kick in there that you can select. You can obviously rearrange the icons here as well. And then when you go to portrait mode, you've got portrait mode, which is great. So you can obviously adjust the bokeh. Once you go into photo mode, you've got access obviously to the main camera, the ultra wide, which is at 0.6. And these all digital zoom at 2x and 5x. But then obviously if you want the macro, you go into the macro. And then video. So I did a lot of testing with the video, and what's impressive is that obviously the ultra wide and the main sensor are the two main. And what you do get in the video performance is that you do get 4K 60 on the main sensor as well as the ultra wide. I love seeing that. What you can't do is when you start recording on one focal length, you can't switch to the other and you can't flip it to the selfie. So you have to pause it for 4K 60 if you press and hold. And one thing I do like is this slow zoom, where if you press and hold it, it slow zooms and you can feel the haptic feedback when it initiates, which is great to see. Or you can actually just slide it and then it does it as well. So that's a really nice touch. I really like that with the camera UI. But when you do drop it into 4K 30, then you do get the option of when you start recording, you can then switch it to the ultra wide, as you can see. So it switches to the ultra wide, and you can go to the main sensor, and you can zoom in as much as you can, up to 10x, which is fantastic to see. Although when you're in 4K 60, the only 4K 30, apologies, only thing is obviously you can still take pictures, you can pause the recording, which I'd really love to see, so you can keep it continuously recording, but you can't flip to the selfie. But again, for the price point that this is coming at, man, I believe it's around £500, £550, give or take what configuration. It's not bad. And you've got the night mode. It's decent. It's decent. You've got a photo, then you can obviously change the HDR. And when you go into the settings here, you've got the different aspect ratios, you've got the timer. Then you can actually select it to actually take 50 megapixel modes, which I don't recommend you do in nighttime. Do it in daylight shots. And then when you go into your settings, you can put a OnePlus watermark on if you want to, change the volume on the shutter, obviously the touch to hold, shutter sound, location, your composition for rule of thirds if you need it for photos and video, leveler, advanced settings where you can flip the selfie, show that photo warning, change the compression for either the pictures or the compression for the videos. And also when it comes to the gestures, as well as the shooting methods as well, which is great to see in terms of the gestures. And you've got the AI ultra clear mode, focus lock, which is great to see. And then you can reset it and you can have help and feedback there as well. So overall, not bad. Let's take a picture. Now, one thing I noticed is that the AI beautification slaps on straight away. So I'm gonna put it to natural, turn it off, take a picture. Bang. What I'm going to try and do is take a picture. So I've done a picture there, so we're going to do portrait mode. Ooh. And we're going to do portrait mode in a selfie as well. Again, put it to natural, no beautification. Bang. So far, it's actually not bad when I'm coming to use it as well. Again, it doesn't feel like Oxygen OS. I don't know how much that bothers me as of yet, but for an unboxing and an impressions, I'm glad I've been able to get hold of the OnePlus 9RT. Again, big thank you to AliExpress on that. And so far, man, it's feeling decent. Definitely want to do some comparisons with it and more follow up. I think rightfully so. This is the phone that was meant to compete against the Pixel 6. So we're going to throw it in a gauntlet and see. But in terms of an unboxing and an impressions, man, I'm glad, although this phone didn't come, that I was able to get hold of it, man. And again, a big thank you to AliExpress. Definitely check the link in the description below to get shopping for all the unique, rare, as well as well-priced items that you can get, especially when it comes to devices like the OnePlus 9RT, man. If it's not available in your region, you were curious to get it, this is one of the best ways to get it, man. But yeah, that is it for me when it comes to this unboxing and impressions. Hopefully it wasn't too long. And if you enjoy videos like this, you know exactly what to do, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. I hope you are all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.